Happy Thursday, everyone. So yesterday was a fairly active day. If you were east of the Cascades, if you're west of the Cascades, this area right here, not a whole lot happened. We did tie a record for our high temperature in the Medford area, so we got pretty close to breaking it, but not quite there out at the Medford airport, only getting up to around 99 degrees, but still a well above average day when it comes to temperatures and lightning activity. You can see east of the Cascades, a very active day. This is a 12-hour loop, so we're looking at about 6 p.m. last night to 6 a.m. this morning, giving us an idea of what we may be able to expect again around 6 p.m. later this afternoon. Now, not as much thunderstorm activity, but the potential is out there, and that's what we saw earlier, just putting the amount of lightning on there, several hundred strikes of lightning, even into early this morning in parts of our forecast area. You can see mainly Lake County moving its way through parts of Lake County, in Christmas Valley, Paisley, for example, and Lakeview. So a lot of activity out there. We will be watching these areas when it comes to fire activity overall. Now, zooming back on out, the potential for storms has mostly passed, and we're going to continue throughout the day today with mostly clear conditions, sunny skies. That's because high pressure is still mainly in control of our forecast area, keeping this ridge of high pressure pretty well built up over us, but we do have these occasional systems. This was a short wave that passed on through, brought some moisture, brought some instability to our area. Not as much moisture expected by the afternoon today, and because of that, not as much thunderstorm activity, but potential is still out there. So let's look at that potential as we go through the day today with our pinpoint forecast. A little bit of storms possible in areas a lot like where we saw them yesterday, mainly to the east and mainly to the south of our forecast area. Modoc County, Lake County, that will continue late tonight into tomorrow, eventually clearing out, and we'll keep that going into a good part of Friday. Friday, a mostly sunny day, not as warm. We see more air coming in out of the north now, and that means more potential for cooler temperatures. For the day today out on the coast, cloudy, then sunny. Temperatures mainly in the 60s to around 72 for Brookings, so definitely a cooler day than what we saw yesterday. Areas like Brookings in the 80s yesterday. In the West Valleys, mainly in the 90s, 95 for Medford. You were closer to 99 yesterday, so we'll say mostly clear skies throughout the day today. Plenty of sunshine, still hot, so do be aware of that. We are cooler, but we aren't that much cooler. And east of the Cascades, increasing cloud cover as the day goes on, mainly this afternoon and evening. Some potential for storms, not as much potential as what we saw in Lake County yesterday. The 7-day forecast, it's sunny skies just about every day into the next week. Clouds will come through from time to time. We saw that over the last few days, but definitely a lot cooler, getting back into the 80s. That still puts us above average temperatures, even heading into next week. Above average temperatures for this time of year. Klamath Basin has a trend as well from the 80s today to possibly the 70s by the middle of next week after a chance of isolated storms. Northern California, some potential for storms this afternoon as well, but not a great potential. Mostly temperatures cooling down on average as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And for the coast, some clouds and fog in the morning, clearing by the afternoon. Temperatures mainly in the upper 60s.